Nestled in the heart of Mexico, Guanajuato shimmers with history. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The city is a captivating blend of colonial charm and modern Mexican life. Its cobblestone streets wind past vibrant buildings. Hidden plazas burst with color and life. This is a place where the past whispers on every corner. Guanajuato boasts stunning architecture. There are grand theaters and beautiful churches. The city is steeped in history, yet it pulsates with youthful energy. This comes from the students at the University of Guanajuato. Their presence ensures that Guanajuato is a dynamic blend of old and new. The city is a true gem. It's a must-see for any visitor to Mexico. Guanajuato's beauty is not just skin deep. This city has a soul. It's a soul enriched by centuries of history. It's a soul kept alive by the warmth of its people. This is a city that invites you to explore. Discover the magic that makes Guanajuato so special. Guanajuato's story is a rich tapestry. It's woven from threads of indigenous culture, Spanish colonialism, and Mexican independence. The city's fate was forever altered in the 16th century. The discovery of silver in the surrounding mountains transformed Guanajuato. It went from a sleepy village to a boom town. The mines brought great wealth. This is reflected in the city's opulent architecture. Magnificent churches and grand mansions line the streets. These buildings stand as a testament to Guanajuato's prosperous past. But the city's history is not just a tale of riches. It's also a story of resilience. Guanajuato played a pivotal role in Mexico's fight for independence. The city was the site of a key battle in 1810. This was a turning point in the war. Today, Guanajuato honors its heroes. Their memory lives on in the city's many monuments and museums. The spirit of independence is still palpable. It's there in the city's vibrant cultural scene. It's there in the passionate spirit of its people. Explore its historic heart and discover the layers of time that make this city so captivating. Our story begins with a discovery. In the mid-1500s, the Spanish stumbled upon a treasure trove in the heart of Mexico. It wasn't gold that set their pulses racing. It was silver. Veins of it, rich and plentiful, lay hidden beneath the rugged terrain. This wasn't just any silver. This was a bounty that would shape destinies. Word spread like wildfire. What was once a tranquil valley became a magnet. Miners, adventurers, and fortune seekers flocked to the region. They craved a piece of the silver dream. The discovery of silver ignited a chain reaction that led to the birth of a city we now know as Guanajuato. The early days of Guanajuato were a whirlwind. Makeshift camps sprang up around the mine shafts. The air buzzed with the clang of pickaxes and the shouts of workers. As the wealth from the mines surged, so too did Guanajuato's fortunes. The town, initially a humble mining outpost, began to transform. Grandiose buildings, symbols of Spanish power and opulence, started to grace the landscape. Churches, with their soaring towers, reached for the heavens, their interiors adorned with gold leaf. Elegant plazas offered a taste of European sophistication in the heart of Mexico. Guanajuato was evolving into a reflection of Spain's colonial ambitions. It was a beacon of wealth and grandeur, a jewel in the Spanish crown. The echoes of Guanajuato's colonial past are never far away. Walk through the city today and you'll feel it. The cobblestone streets, laid centuries ago, still bear the weight of history. The grand mansions, with their ornate facades and hidden courtyards, whisper tales of a bygone era, an era of wealth and opulence. But these echoes are not just architectural, they're woven into the fabric of the city. You'll hear it in the lilting Spanish spoken by the locals. You'll taste it in the traditional dishes, a fusion of indigenous flavors and Spanish culinary traditions. Guanajuato's story is a blend of indigenous roots and Spanish influence, a story that continues to unfold today. Guanajuato isn't just a city built on silver, it's a city threaded with it. Beneath those cobblestone streets lies a hidden network. Tunnels, once used to transport the precious ore, now crisscross the city's underbelly. They are a silent testament to Guanajuato's past. These tunnels weren't just a logistical marvel, they were lifelines. They helped to control the flooding that threatened the mines. Over time, these subterranean passages evolved. They became roadways, some wide enough for carriages. Today, some of these tunnels are open to the public. They offer a unique perspective on Guanajuato's history. Walking through them is like stepping back in time. You can almost hear the echoes of the miners, their pickaxes ringing in the darkness. If buildings could speak, the Juárez Theater would have 1,000 tales to tell. Standing proudly in the heart of Guanajuato, this architectural masterpiece is more than just a theater. Built in the late 19th century, the Juárez Theater is a vision in pink cantera stone. Its facade, adorned with intricate carvings and statues of the muses, hints at the creative energy within. Stepping inside is like entering another world. The plush red velvet seats, the ornate balconies, the glittering chandeliers, all speak of a time when theater was the ultimate form of entertainment. Over the years, the Juárez Theater has hosted some of the biggest names in Mexican and international theater, opera, and dance. It's a place where dreams take flight, where emotions run high, and where the power of art comes alive. A silent guardian, the Alhóndiga de Granaditas. Perched on a hill overlooking Guanajuato, the Alhóndiga de Granaditas stands as a silent witness to the city's turbulent past. Originally built as a granary in the late 18th century, this imposing structure played a pivotal role in Mexico's struggle for independence. In 1810, during the early days of the uprising, the Alhóndiga became a fortress. Spanish forces, under siege by the rebels led by Miguel Hidalgo, took refuge within its thick walls. The battle that raged outside was fierce. Today, the Alhóndiga de Granaditas is a museum. It serves as a poignant reminder of the human cost of freedom. Standing within its walls, one can almost hear the echoes of battle, the clash of steel, the cries of the wounded. The city that never sleeps. Guanajuato's festive spirit. Guanajuato is a city that knows how to celebrate. Throughout the year, the city comes alive with a kaleidoscope of festivals and events. Each celebration is a testament to the city's vibrant culture, its deep-rooted traditions, and the infectious joie de vivre of its people. From the colorful parades of Holy Week to the joyous festivities of Independence Day, there's always something to stir the soul in Guanajuato. The streets transform into open-air stages. Music spills from every doorway. Whether it's the pulsating rhythms of mariachi bands or the intricate artistry of local crafts, Guanajuato's festivals offer a window into the heart and soul of Mexico. When literature takes center stage, the Cervantino Festival. Every year, as the autumn leaves begin to turn, Guanajuato undergoes a magical transformation. The city becomes a global stage for one of the world's most prestigious cultural events, the Cervantino Festival. Named after Miguel de Cervantes, the celebrated author of Don Quixote, this 3-week extravaganza is a feast for the senses. It's a celebration of the arts in all its forms, from theater, music, and dance to visual arts, film, and literature. The Cervantino Festival brings together artists and audiences from around the globe. The city's streets, plazas, and historic theaters become venues for breathtaking performances. The air is alive with creativity, with the exchange of ideas, and with the sheer joy of artistic expression. as dusk descends on Guanajuato, casting long shadows across the cobblestone streets, a unique tradition comes to life, the Callejoneada. This enchanting nocturnal procession is more than just a guided tour. It's a journey into the heart of Guanajuato's soul. Led by student troubadours dressed in traditional 18th century attire, the Callejoneada winds its way through the city's labyrinthine alleyways. The troubadours regale the crowds with tales of love, loss, and Guanajuato's legendary past. The Callejoneada is a reminder that in Guanajuato, the past is never truly gone. It lives on in the echoes of the troubadours' songs and the whispers of the night. Guanajuato's story is inseparable from the silver that courses beneath its surface. It was the discovery of these rich veins that transformed the city from a sleepy hollow into a colonial powerhouse. The mines, with names like Valenciana, Rayas, and Carter, weren't just holes in the ground. They were the beating heart of the city. Imagine the scene, if you will. Hundreds of men, their faces illuminated by flickering candlelight, toiling deep within the earth, the air thick with the smell of sweat, dust, and the ever-present danger that lurked in the darkness. These were tough men, driven by the promise of silver and a better life. The wealth that flowed from its depths built those grand churches, elegant theaters, and opulent mansions that still grace the city today. The price of progress, a legacy etched in stone and lung. But progress, as they say, often comes at a price. The silver that brought Guanajuato such wealth also cast a long shadow. The mines, for all their riches, were perilous places. Accidents were frequent, claiming the lives of countless miners. Their sacrifices, often forgotten, are etched into the very stones of the city. And then there was the dust. The fine, insidious dust from the mines, filled with silica, that settled deep within the miners' lungs, slowly robbing them of their breath. Silicosis, they called it, a cruel and unforgiving disease that cut short the lives of so many. From boom to bust to rebirth, the enduring spirit of the mines. The silver boom, like all booms, eventually went bust. The mines, once a source of untold wealth, slowly began to dry up. The city, once accustomed to opulence, had to adapt to a new reality. But Guanajuato, much like the miners who built it, was a survivor. While the mines may no longer be the economic powerhouse they once were, their legacy lives on. Today, many of these subterranean labyrinths have been transformed into tourist attractions. It's a sobering experience, a reminder of the city's past and the sacrifices made in the pursuit of silver. A city forged in silver, preserved in time. Guanajuato. Just saying the name conjures up images. Cobblestone streets winding through a valley. Colorful buildings clinging to the hillsides. A city that seems to spill over with history and culture. It's a place where every corner you turn reveals a new surprise. A hidden plaza. A grand church. A glimpse into a courtyard where time seems to stand still. But Guanajuato is more than just a pretty face. This is a city forged in silver, shaped by the toil of countless miners who ventured into the darkness in search of a better life. Their legacy is everywhere you look. In the grandeur of the architecture, in the stories whispered in the tunnels beneath the streets, in the spirit of resilience that permeates the city. Guanajuato's Encore, a symphony of history, culture, and heart. As you walk through the streets of Guanajuato, you're walking through a story of boom and bust, of conquest and independence. It's a story still being written today. Guanajuato is a city that has it all. Culture vultures will be spoilt for choice. Foodies will be in heaven. But more than anything, Guanajuato is a city of the heart. It's a place where you can lose yourself in the moment. It's a city that will stay with you long after you've left.